Interior design trends are toxic. Why might you ask? Because they are costly. But what if I told you could get a taste of today's trends without spending too much money? I'm going to show you exactly how to master 2026 design trends entirely from Walmart. Before we get into it, my name is Kiva Brent and I teach you how to make your home look and feel luxurious without breaking the bank. And I'm gonna do just that in today's video, so let's get into it. But the first trend we're gonna talk about is the Ralph Lauren look for less. So the Ralph Lauren aesthetic really came to the forefront of the scene at the tail end of 2025. Why might you ask? Because of Christmas time. People are longing for nostalgia, the traditional Christmas, the Home Alone Christmas, and the Ralph Lauren aesthetic is the perfect way to encapsulate that. What is the Ralph Lauren Christmas? Well, I have an entire video on that, but here are the hallmarks of the Ralph Lauren design style. It's rooted in coziness. We have a lot of the deep blues, greens, yellows. It's homey, it's cozy. It is just the quintessential American vibe that really leans into being practical, being functional, and feeling at home. Now, one of the hallmarks of the Ralph Lauren look is lots of layered lighting. So first, I want you to have some type of overhead light. Then I want you to have sconces or picture lights flanking your artwork. Walmart has these really beautiful rechargeable sconces. These are very much so Ralph Lauren inspired because of this empire shade that they have. They also have this really wonderful uplight. So uplighting is very powerful. You can see some uplighting behind me. This glow that you see here is uplighting because it's shooting light upwards and it's illuminating my trees and like my background and stuff like that. You should have that all layered throughout your home. And this nice tapered light looks actually like this hurricane candle that they sell at Ralph Lauren for $500+. This one is from Walmart. I think it's under $50. And this is something that you could layer on the floor, but you could also layer it when you're styling a vignette or something like that. It gives you that really nice vintagey sort of glow that feels really, really homey. It's not just like the vessel the light is in, but it's also the type of light that it gives off. Notice that when I have light like this feels really, really nice and cozy. So the types of light bulbs you're using are also really going to matter. And Walmart has tons of smart light bulbs and LED light bars that change color and temperature and all of that stuff so that you can really lean into that cozy vibe. I also want you to scatter candles throughout your home, whether they're taper candles like this, they also provide a nice glow and they literally add warmth to a space, therefore making the space feel and look warm. And other hallmarks of this style include a lot of wood. So I don't want you to go buy a new dresser, buy a new coffee table, stuff like that. That's costly. That's not how we're gonna try this trend. We want to do something simple. So this lamp has a nice wooden base that is a great taste of the vibe. You can use wooden trays. Instead of having a gold hammer tray, you can use a wooden tray. You can get wooden frames instead of gold frames for your artwork. Just really subtle things like that are going to help warm it up. And we don't want any wood tone. We don't want that cool grayish wood. We want warm wood tones because warmth is what we're really going for here. Now, while we do want the wood and we do want the warmth, we can still have metals as well. You're gonna see both gold and silver in the Ralph Lauren look, but I will say you're gonna see more gold around the holiday season and then more silver otherwise because silver kind of cools down all of that warmth we're infusing into the space. Good design is about balance, so this is going to be how we do so. It could be something simple like this tea kettle. It's a silver tea kettle. It's cooling down your kitchen a little bit, especially because the kitchen literally and figuratively gets warm really, really easily. So this is gonna be a way to cool it down so that the space doesn't feel too far in one direction. And not only are we layering lighting with this aesthetic, but we're also going to literally layer blankets and textiles and things like that. We want the plaids, we want the tartans, we want like the cabiny vibe. That's definitely what you wanna look for. And we don't wanna just go with basic blankets. If it doesn't have a pattern or like a fun color, we wanted to at least have a bunch of texture. And this was a really lucky find. I think one of the cheapest ways to elevate any space while totally transforming the vibe, especially in a bedroom, is with pillow covers. And Walmart has this plaid body pillow cover, and a body pillow is a really great alternative to like a lumbar pillow because they tend to be more affordable, they're larger, and they're a lot more grand. They have so many different colors and variations of these at Walmart, and I think they're around $5, but I found one that comes in this really gorgeous plaid. Is it the highest quality pillow ever? No, but I think this cover is going to be a great way to articulate your style. This pillow with one of those throws is going to totally do it for you, especially if you just have all white bedding. You don't have to change really anything but those two things. And last but not least, I would say that the Ralph Lauren look is all about having functional items as decor. So things like this pendulum clock, I think that that is a really great option. Choosing lamps that have USB plugs in them so that you have a lamp that illuminates your space but also charges your phone, something really, really practical like that. Something like a candle snuffer. It's decorative, it's beautiful, and it serves a purpose, right? It would help me snuff out this candle safely without getting soot and wax everywhere. And that's something I definitely want you to implement because you can just shop your own home to do that. I say for every vignette you style, keep at least 2 of 3 things as things that you already love, you already own, and have utility in your life. Now, the next trends you're going to see in 2026 have a lot to do with color. So purple and yellow are going to be trending big time, and then blue and brown are going to be trending big time. So purple and yellow are complementary colors and blue and brown are not, but these are really common color pairings that we're seeing. And if you haven't seen my 2026 design trend prediction video, I think this would be a great time to go check that video out because I go really deep into these trends and why I think they're popping up on the scene. But if you've been wanting to try the purple and yellow and you were watching that video saying, okay, Kiva, I love that, but how do I do it without it looking super cheesy and like I'm like doing a Disney show? Here's how you're gonna get it done. So again, pillows and blankets are going to be your very best bet. One of my favorite hacks for trying any trend, whether it's the purple and yellow or the blue and brown, is to invest in smart light bulbs. So Walmart has a ton of them, and you're going to get those smart light bulbs and you're going to change them to the color that you're trying to like drench your room in, or change them to the color that you're trying to weave into your space. It doesn't have to be like bright blue, right? You could switch your light to being maybe like more like bluey white, right? As opposed to, or bluey yellow, as opposed to, you know, solid blue. So really like subtle hints of the light, but this is going to help sell that design style. Another easy swap for really inundating your space in a color without having to do any painting or anything like that, that's very affordable, is to switch out the curtains. So Walmart has these curtains. They come in blue, they come in yellow, they come in white, they come in all the different colors. So whatever color you're trying to lean into that year, switching out the curtains can be a really good option. This is also something I encourage people to do if they're not going to get custom drapery, because you have to wash them anyway. You have to take them down to wash them. So this is a good time to like cycle them out seasonally. But whatever you do, be sure to hang them high and wide because you have to make sure that they're scaled correctly and they're kind of letting all that beautiful natural light in. Otherwise, the curtains really aren't doing their job. And while personally, I do not think you should buy new furniture to buy into trends because I think it is very, very, very costly, Walmart does have some affordable options. So this mirror swivel chair would be a really good option. It's $198, which for a chair is affordable. I'm not saying it's affordable on the whole, but if you wanted to add a pop of color via chair, I think this could be a really good option. But what I say to do is to get textiles like the ones I'm showing here and just drape your furniture in them. This chair I'm sitting in, this chair is like 50 years old. I just have a brown blanket draped over it and it's working for the trend or like the design style like right now. And then should that switch, I'll just drape it in a different blanket and then that will articulate my design style. The textiles I can use when I'm cold, if I want some art on the wall, if I need to prevent cool air from coming in, I can use it for a multitude of reasons, but I can also use it as decor. It has so many different uses that it doesn't feel like I'm wasting my money by trying the trend in this way. Now, this next trend is controversial to me because I don't really like it. I honestly feel like it's a little bit ageist, but everyone is anti big light. But I personally, I like to be able to see. You can see my glasses here. My vision is getting worse with age. I like to be able to see. I think with your overhead lighting, I think again, this is a great opportunity for a smart light bulb because you can really change the vibe of a space. I also want you to add rope lights underneath your furniture. I think that backlights all of them and it helps you see all of the dust and all the things that you lose, which also makes them very practical. I want you to use plug-in sconce lights in all of your outlets. Not only does this provide you with like guiding light if you have to pee in the middle of the night or you have to maneuver your home in the middle of the night, but it's going to save you money and it's going to stop you from tripping. I also am loving rechargeable lighting right now. I think that these are really great opportunities for putting lighting in unexpected places. So on bookcases, coffee tables, side tables, places where maybe an electrical outlet just really isn't accessible. This is going to be a great way to illuminate those space, and light helps draw attention to things. That's why we see picture lights above artwork, because it draws attention to that artwork. It's going to guide your vision so that you know what to focus on. That's going to help actually elevate all of those decorative accents that you have and all that styling you're taking all the time to do that I've taught you to do. This is going to draw our attention there and really make it pop. Ultimately, I want you to have a mix of visible and hidden lighting options. So some of them will be very in your face like this, but other ones will be very well hidden, kind of like the uplighting you see behind me. And I want you to apply these rules in every single part of your home because every single part of your home should be well lit. Just in places like the bathroom, we'll have more cool tone light than warm tone light. Same thing in the kitchen. And then in family rooms, dining rooms, we'll have more warm tone light than cool tone light. Next, I want to talk about the mid-century moderns. The mid-century moderns started having a huge moment in 2025, and I don't see that going anywhere in 2026 because people really like the simplicity of it and the warmth of it. And mid-century modern is kind of a controversial take for me because it's really expensive for I think no reason. I think really old furniture shouldn't be expensive. Not really old. I don't think old furniture should be expensive, but that's just my opinion. And I do find the mid-century modern to be one of the more expensive interior design styles, believe it or not. And let me know if you want a video on my favorite affordable interior design styles and interior design styles that I think are way too expensive, because I think that'd be a really fun topic to talk about. But how are we going to achieve the mid-century modern without buying all of that really expensive furniture, like I said? Well, instead of doing groupings of 3, which we talk about all the time, I want you to lean into groupings of 1. So it's not really a group. I want you to just lean in with one item. That can be a grouping of items stacked directly on top of one another. So that could be like a book and a vase with like a stem coming out of that. That can all count as one unit, or it could just be like one entity. It could just be like a nice sculptural bowl or something like that. We want to lean into the simplicity and power of the one in mid-century modern. So it's actually going to be a little bit more affordable in terms of decorative accents, which is what we're going to be using. So this is going to work out really beautifully for you. The mid-century modern is also about wood. So we're going to have a lot of wood and we're going to have a lot of fluting. So a simple way to introduce this is with these collapsible bins. So we're used to the ones from IKEA. Those ones are fine, but these are really great because they have this nice wooden facade and then they have like the plushness on the sides. But these are so unbelievably realistic to me, and I think you could stain them darker if you wanted to. But if you have a calyx, if you have some type of storage and you want that storage to lean more mid-century modern, this is going to be such a functional addition to that space. I also came across these fluted mirrors. Mirrors are so powerful because not only do they reflect whatever's on the other side, but they reflect light, so they're going to help your home look more massive. So if you don't have mirrors in your home, this is the time to add them. But I found this fluted wall mirror. Oh my gosh, this looks so expensive. I could not believe I found this at Walmart. Put this in your entryway, on either side of your nightstands, in the corner, and like behind an accent chair. But this mirror is so big, it's going to be like you added another window to your house, and it has the perfect wind tone and that perfect texture for that mid-century modern look. This is also going to lend itself to the modern organic. So if you're not sure which one you want to go with, this is going to be a versatile piece for you, especially as the trend ebbs and flows and you want to try something new. This beautiful, and it's called beautiful, I'm not calling it beautiful, but this beautiful true drawer nightstand is a great option as well because of the fluting, because of the reading. They also have a coordinating dresser, but again, I wouldn't buy too many furniture options. But if you're lacking and you really want something that's going to achieve this look, this is a great option for you. They even have a coordinating bed that is fluted that will also lend itself to the modern organic. These are versatile pieces that again are going to evolve with you as your style evolves, and that's why they could be worth investing in. And other wooden options that I think really help articulate this style are this fluted wood jewelry box, this bookcase, and even this wood grain lamp. I think this looks so on trend. And the colors you're going to look for are navy, teal, mustard, green. You want to implement those colors if you want that mid-century look. So this tufted ottoman is a great way to introduce those colors. Green moss bowl filler is a great way to do it. There's just a simple swap. You keep the same bezel, but you just put in a different form of greenery. And when you're selecting your lighting for this style, arch lighting is really popular. So if you're going to see a dome, you want to add that. If you're going to see an arch dome, you want to add that. It's almost sculptural, and it's a way to soften all of the straight lines that we see in the mid-century modern. So definitely look out for that. Now, the next 2026 design trend that maybe you want to taste affordably is the relaxed bedding arrangement. So people are loving more relaxed bedding. They don't love the strict bedding arrangements anymore. But what do? We're going to throw away all of our bedding? No. You're going to use coverlets. You're going to use quilts like this, bedspreads like this, that are textured, that are simple, that are oversized. So I want you to size up every single time. You're going to go with that oversized body pillow. So instead of getting like your square pillows, your shams, things like that, I want you to just get a long body pillow and pair that with like your 2 stacked bed pillows and call it a day. It's more of a relaxed look. We're going to have a throw, a coverlet, and that is it. Of course, if it's cold outside, you can add a duvet cover or something like that, but a quilt or a coverlet should be sufficient in terms of the styling of the bed. And you just want it to drape, and you don't have to tuck anything in, do any hospital corners. It's all about the simplicity of things. And because we're going simple, we want to think about texture. So look for tassels, look for velvet, look for chenille. Anything that's just beyond the basic cotton is what we really want to go for. But okay, you guys, that's it for today's video. I took all of the major trends of 2026 and showed you how you can try them affordably without breaking the bank, without having to totally redo your home, because I believe you should be able to try any trend you want without spending a ton of money. It's okay to have design FOMO. It's okay to want your home to evolve all the time. It's okay for trends to impact you, but we don't want to spend a ton of money doing so, and I hope I showed you how to do just that. Now, if you want to shop any of the products I showed in today's video, you can click the links down in my description box or use this carousel up on the screen. But thank you so much for tuning into today's video, and until next time, have a beautiful day.